Week 5 NFL predictions, and the chaos that was ensued last week has settled down. Things are getting a little bit back to normal after last week. Last week was rough. This week, not so rough. So this week we caught up a little bit. Let me take me off screen. You can see all the green check marks mean I predicted properly, even on the upset picks. You see there the pick with the Buccaneers beating the Eagles with an upset pick. The Vikings upsetting the Packers. I don't know how that's an upset. That should have never been an upset start, and they showed that. I mean, they got up huge, and really it's just because they let down at the end. Colts did surprise the Steelers, so I got that one wrong. I did say the Broncos and Jets would be a close game, but it ended up falling in favor to the Broncos, so I was wrong on that one. On the later games, I did not get the Chargers upset correct, or the Bills upset correct. That was a blowout. But I did get the Commanders upsetting the Cardinals. So overall, though, for the week, 12-4. So a much better week than the week before. Balance things out a little bit. Get back to normal a little bit. Last year, 176-96, 65% correct. My goal is to be right around 66, 67, 70%. So this helped bring things back to normalize. On the year now, 33-31 on the picks, 52% correct. I wish that was a little higher, but last week was just way too much chaos. So correct upset picks, Buccaneers, Vikings, Commanders. Wrong picks for the entire week, not just upsets, Jets, Steelers, Chargers, and the Bills. Move me over. We are close on the parlay. Usually only get one of these a year, but that's enough to pay off the entire year of betting. Again, not a sports gambling channel, not trying to push the sports gambling on anybody. Please gamble responsibly. I turned down a gambling sponsorship for this channel. I don't want to be involved in pushing people to sports gambling, but we were close this week. Did not get the under on the Commanders and Cardinals game. Probably never bet an under on the Commanders games again. And then I had the Steelers winning, and obviously the Colts had bigger plans. So 4 of the 6 correct, but you got to be 6 for 6 to win that parlay. A few less games this week because this is the start of the bye week. So this week's buys. The bye teams for this week are the Chargers, Titans, Lions, and Eagles. And we'll jump right into the predictions for this week. Starting with the Thursday night game. We'll get that one rolled up here. And we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons are the favorite there. I just think the Buccaneers are playing too hot. So this is going to be my first upset of the week. Calling upset. It's hard to win in Georgia, but calling the upset. Buccaneers going to win 23-17. That's what I've got on that one. Then we go to London for Sunday morning game. Jets at Vikings. Vikings favored by 3.5, but the Vikings are just too strong right now, offense and defense. 27-16. That's what I've got for that one. A little discoloration because we're going international on that game, but I got the Vikings winning handily, winning easily in London. Then you got the Panthers at the Bears in the morning. Bears are a 3.5-point favorite, 27-15. I think this will be a fairly easy win for the Bears. Get their offense line back in sync and be able to get things rolling a little bit easier. Get a winning streak going for the young rookie. Next up, we got the Ravens at the Bengals. This is not one I would put money on by any means, with it being in Cincinnati, but I do like the Ravens and how they're coming together. Obviously, they had a statement win last week, so this is I would feel confident in this one. I just would not put money on that one if I were a betting man. Colts at Jaguars. This one I would put money on. In fact, I do. You'll see at the end of the video. I've got the Colts winning easily. The Jaguars are the favorite. I don't know how, but this is my second upset. I've got the Colts. Once again, the Colts are getting a little disrespect, but I think they're in better position with Flacco starting anyways over Richardson. Patriots, I think, will get an opportunity at home as an underdog. I don't understand this one, but I got them beating the Dolphins. Unless the Dolphins trade for a quarterback, I think they're in trouble. So the Patriots, I've got winning this one, 18-14. I think it'll be a defensive battle. Browns at Commanders. I wouldn't put money on this one either. I think it's a trap game. I think it's a scary game to bet on, but I do have the Commanders winning. I just don't think they'll cover that spread. I think the Browns are going to come in with a strong defense, be able to expose some of the screens, dinks, and dunks that the Commanders are doing. So I wouldn't put money on that game if I were anybody. Bills at the Texans. Texans the favorite. Same on this one. A lot of games I wouldn't touch just because of how close they are. I think the Texans do win this game, but the Bills are going to be motivated after last week, and 1.5 points is not a lot of spreads there. Raiders at Broncos. Some people might be surprised by this one, but I'm going to call the upset with the Raiders. They've played big on the road, and they have a good team. They're just not putting it together And the Broncos had a good win, but their offense isn't rolling. So I think the Raiders can handle the offense of the Broncos. Then you got the Niners and the Cardinals. I think the Niners win this one, but I wouldn't hit that spread. I would go ahead and bet the Niners winning the game. But divisional game, afternoon game, I think the Niners win it, but I don't know if they'll cover that 7.5 points. Big spread. Packers at Rams, 3.5 point underdog at home for the Rams. Calling the upset on this one big time. I think this could be a bigger blowout than 27-21 for the Puke Packers. But the Rams will have a statement win coming back after having a tough loss to the Bears. Really strong defense. They're going to face a Packers defense that's weak sauce. Giants at Seahawks. Seahawks will get back to their winning ways at home. I don't know about that spread again. 6 points is a lot of points to give up, but I do think the Seahawks will win that one easily. 23-20. I'm going to keep that one close, though. Cowboys at Steelers. 2-point favorite for the Steelers, and I'm, again, not going to touch the spread, but I do think the Steelers will win this one at home. I think it'll be a defensive game. Going to be a fun one to watch after Justin Fields showed a lot more maturity in handling the offense, not just game manager. Really pushed the ball well last week. It'll be a good one. Saints at Chiefs. I don't think the Chiefs come to an end here, but I wouldn't touch that spread at 5 points again. Chiefs are known for having those close games that they squeak out, and I think they'll squeak this one out too and go 5-0. So that'll be your Monday night game. Only 14 games this week with the 2 buys. Here's the money line I put together. Here's the parlay I put together this week. $10 bet to win $452. I got the money line for Tampa Bay winning that one, and the money line on the Ravens winning. And then I've got the Colts with the spread, the Vikings with the spread. So the Colts can still lose by 2 points and still win the parlay. Commanders covering 3 points, Bears covering 4 points, Vikings covering 2.5 points. So that's what I've got for my bets on this week's parlay. So let me know what you guys think. If I missed any, if there's what your thoughts are on this week's predictions. Last week 12-4. Let's see if we can up that a little bit. Get 12-2. That'd be nice. With only 14 games this week, get the average back to normal. Enjoy the games. Hope you guys enjoy the videos. If you don't mind, please hit the subscribe button, hit the likey button. And as always, enjoy the games and good luck to your teams this week.